Stop scrolling.
Wait, what?
We have a new horror trivia game show for you to obsess over.
Now let's meet tonight's contestants.
Hello, Better Luck Than Chuck fans.
Choose a category.
Creature features.
80 slashers.
Say what, Chuck?
Hail to the king, baby. Halloween.
Resident Evil?
The Fog. Creepshow 2.
Chopping Mall?
House on Haunted Hill.
Tune in to Better Luck Than Chuck. We'll test your insight into fright. Won't we, honey?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deadbeats. I'm Will.
I'm JT.
And we have amazing guests right now. We have Tony Wash and Meredith. Is it Tummillo?
Yep.
I probably should have figured this out beforehand. Tummillo, yes.
Yep, you got it right.
Thank you guys so much for being on here. We've been at talks for probably about a couple of months now, like what was it, autumn time frame of last year to get you guys on. And I'm so glad we're actually able to have you guys on now. Welcome to the podcast, finally.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much. We're excited.
JT, I feel like you're dying to say something, JT.
No.
Just go for it.
I don't want to say anything. Am I glaring? Is it? How does that look? Can y'all hear that?
Not anymore. It's.
I am already. Can I be fan number one? We're going to talk about it. Can I just be like the OG fan that just rocks with this?
I mean, I think our moms are probably fan number one, but
true.
Yes.
Okay.
But we got a spot for you, right up there, top 10 for sure.
Okay, top 2. But yeah, I love this, man. This has been. I cannot wait. I just love y'all so much. I cannot wait to get into this. Y'all are amazing, and also just
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
It's so amazing to hear that from people in the community, and like, I mean, we said it before we jumped on, like, listening to you guys over the last few months, ever since I like found you on Instagram, was like, these guys are funny shit. And then I shared it with her, and I don't know how we connected to the point of getting the game show pilot to you, but it's been a lot of fun to see you guys banter with the Widow and Charlie on Instagram, and just listening to you guys. Again, you're hysterical. So we've been looking forward to this podcast as well, and just appreciate the support,
Hell yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that so much. You guys are fucking awesome, and I cannot wait to get so much more into Better Luck Than Chuck, but I do want to start kind of like early years. Obviously, a deep love for horror, right? Where does that start with you guys?
I mean, I've always had it. I've just been a diehard horror fan my whole life. I can't even remember what got me into it, but just watching black and white monster movies as a kid, like The Thing from Another World and Creature from the Black Lagoon and stuff. And then when I got older, I was able to start watching the color horror movies in the 80s. And being a kid in the 80s, it was awesome because you just go to the video store and walk down the horror aisle, and there were so many awesome horror movie covers on the VHSs that just drew you in. And I mean, how do you not enjoy that stuff? And so just always loved it. And as I got older and worked at a video store in high school in the 90s, I got to have a deeper love of horror when I started discovering movies that I didn't realize were as awesome as some of the other ones I'd seen already, just because they didn't have cool horror covers on the VHSs. And then I'm like, and so I mean, just ever since I've always been a horror fan. And in my early 20s, I decided after college to go to Tom Savini's effects school. And so I went to effects school, and while I was there, I shot a feature-length movie with a bunch of my friends who were all effects artists, and it's called It's My Party and I'll Die If I Want To, and it was a choose-your-own-adventure movie, so you could use the DVD and actually play along, and like if you kill the characters, you got to start over again. And yeah, I mean, that just kind of kick-started the filmmaking, and I've always just done horror for the most part. Like 95% of my career has been horror filmmaking. And then met Meredith. She comes from a design background and has run like a design studio for 20 years at this point. And she's a horror fan, which she can talk about for a bit. And we just kind of like jumped in together and started working on movies.
Yeah, I'm at a different level than him. Tony's the diehard fan going to conventions and making horror movies and watching horror movies, but I definitely loved him. As a teenager, loved him, grew up, love haunted houses. I've always loved the genre. I just never really I had never even been to a convention until I met Tony. And so it's I've always liked horror movies. I like making costumes. I like being creative. I like scary things. So it's funny when I went to conventions with him, I always kind of say that planted the seed of truly understanding horror fans, and what led to the eventual question of, have they ever done a horror trivia game show? Which we'll get into is why, where the seed was planted. But I now consider myself even more of a fanatic than I liked them growing up. But you are what your spouse is, I guess. You get into the hobbies they get into. So I've got sucked in.
Yes, that's right. JT, I don't know if you were here, but Tony did mention that one of his favorite growing up was Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Dude, I love Creature. I don't know if you heard about my story about the Creature, but I would totally, well, I don't know how far we get.
He has an infatuation with the Creature, just like he does with Charlie.
Really?
Well, the female Creature. I mean, to each their own. But yeah, we have a whole storyline and everything. There's nothing hotter though than something coming out of a swamp. You know what I mean? It's late at night. You're a bunch of villagers. You're like, hey man, what do you want to go do? You want to go wash some clothes tonight? You go out there, and then all of a sudden, this big specimen just comes out of the lake with big old lips and muscles protruding.
Big, sexy, scaled.
Yes.
Gills.
Slimy.
And one villager's always
swamps. You got swamps in Mississippi. we got swamps up here, and I feel like the swamps always smell. So I don't know if I'd want to get intimate with something that comes out of a festering pool of
bro. You're missing
water.
out. You're missing out. Okay, it's like their pheromones. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Come on.
I digress.
What's that smell? It's time to do laundry. Like that one villager's like, I got to the lake. Why you gotta go to the lake all the time? You know what I mean? It's because he wants to go see the swamp. Okay, I get shamed. No, we're having a bad storm here, so I'm going in and out a little bit.
How much room do you have underneath that mask for?
It's not a mask.
How much room do you have under that mask to talk?
It's not a mask. It's a way of it's okay.
This is a way of life.
This much.
I'm not trying to offend you, but your jaw's not moving, so I assumed it wasn't actually your face.
Yeah.
He can make it move. He just has to open up wide. He just.
That's how the Chuck mask was. Adam would always have to really accentuate when he was talking. It was hard to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see,
just like JT.
Sometimes when you see my real hole,
Jay. Can you see back here? So this is him from the movie Skeletons in the Closet, which is what the Widow and Charlie are in before Better Luck Than Chuck. So that's the mask right there.
I love that. So, I kind of want to get into that too.
Shut up, Will.
Shut
up, Will.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
You want people just looking at him for a minute? You want me to grab him and bring him closer?
Just one time. Yes, I would like for you to bring him closer if you don't mind. Yes, and then Will can talk.
No, I get it.
Holy fuck.
Dude,
I'm sorry to make you get. I apologize. No. You know what? That's on me.
We're kidding. We just have
make him stand up.
Well, I'm sorry, Will. You don't get every time to see
up
this.
Close and personal. You ready?
Holy shit.
So he's just on a mannequin head, obviously, or this is a molded form of Adam's head.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So this was from the movie Skeletons in the Closet. He's wearing the Skeletons in the Closet t-shirt, which was a movie that we did in 2017, where they just play horror hosts. And, the characters, I guess, just kind of were some of the favorite aspects of that movie to a lot of people. And so we tried. I always wanted to find a way to, bring them into other stuff. And Meredith came up with this idea for the game show. And we're just like, why don't we make them the host of the game show? And it worked out.
Y'all's brain is crazy.
Because they were sort of like you said, they were like the hosts of that anthology, right? Of that anthology movie that you had. And then just kind of, again, just having that beautiful idea of that game show that I cannot wait to get into. But I also still want to talk about your time as a curator for Screenbox, right? Because you
Sure.
just recently switched over to director of programming, correct?
Yeah, so I've been working with Bloody Disgusting since 2016, and we did a show called World of Death where we basically collected short films from all over the world. And in 200 episodes, we represented more than 50 countries worth of filmmakers and showcased over 500 shorts, which was super cool. And so then in 2020, Bloody Disgusting partnered with Cinedigm, which is a big media company, and they had bought Screambox, which was a streaming service similar to Shudder. And so they were like, we want Bloody Disgusting to curate Screambox. And so, yeah, basically I was brought on. I created a show called Bloody Bites, which is very similar to World of Death, where we just feature short films from all over the world. And then they had me programming what's called a fast channel, which is basically like a cable network that you watch through streaming services like Roku channel or Amazon Freevee or whatever. And then like at this point, a little over a year ago, they brought me in to kind of curate the entire Screenbox platform, so including the SVOD, the subscription platform, and then yeah, I got promoted to director of programming and productions last fall, and hopefully that means that I'll have a bunch of shows and stuff coming along. And Better Luck Than Chuck is not part of Screenbox. That's something that Meredith and I did separate of Screenbox. But, you know, it's just nice to be invested in and a part of the horror community, not just on the fandom side, but also the filmmaking side, because it's given us a lot of opportunities to connect with, like, the named talent that we had, you know, as guest trivia question readers in the game show, like Mike Flanagan. I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for connections through Bloody Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him show up. We're like freaking out together because we watched it together, like through FaceTime. We're like, "That's Mike Flanagan!" Like,
but you don't even
so
need,
sick.
but you don't even need that.
awesome.
Like, you got so much character development, the
Right.
set design, the tone of it. Like, it's great to have those, I guess, guest appearances come out there and read questions, but you don't need them. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to Mike
Thank you.
Flanagan, love him to death. My God, that's awesome. But
Yeah.
y'all's brains together is
Oh my
insane.
goodness.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to deep dive in like
Oh my
how this
God.
even came up, because I got so many questions.
It was one of those things where, again, I've been making movies for 21 years now, and when I met Meredith we met in 2018, and so Skeletons in the Closet was shot, and on our second date, I asked her if she wanted to be my date to the premiere of that movie that I directed.
Big
and,
flex.
we
Look
met
at
online,
ya.
you know, we met on frickin' Bumble, and so,
Oh, nice.
you know,
That's where me and my
so
wife met.
That's awesome, dude. It's a huge. I said I want to get like Bumble to sponsor Better Luck Than Chuck because we're a success story. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
But so yeah, like, I mean, obviously her profile was her in Halloween costumes and stuff, which were really creative Halloween costumes.
Nice.
And I obviously had written in there that I was a big horror fan, because I refused to be with a woman that wasn't a horror fan,
It's
because
tough.
I dated a couple of girls that weren't, and it was just weird. Yeah, it was just weird.
Yeah.
Not as much to talk about. And so after we met and started dating and stuff, and she really started to enjoy, like, a lot of my film family, all of my friends that I make movies with, they were like, "Oh, well, you know, you're a pretty good designer. Do you want to try being in the art department?" And we went and worked in Kansas City on The Stylist, Jill Sixx's movie, which my friends Rob and Sarah produced. And we went down there for a couple of days, and we're working in the art department, and Meredith got the bug. And so, you know, ever since then, we've done a whole bunch of different stuff, like including a Christmas movie and a bunch of different things. And so, yeah, I mean, again, she just was like,
I think it's so funny. What I always say is, like, I was always creative growing up, but if you're not in the filmmaking world, or you don't have friends in it, and you don't know I mean, you know it exists, but you're not, you know, surrounded by it.
Yeah.
But I always decorated my nephew's birthday parties and niece's birthday parties, and I was creating costumes and making things. It really technically was production design. I just didn't know it was production design.
Right.
I wasn't getting paid for it. And so
free
once I
labor.
met Tony, it was like, yeah. It was like, oh, you need, you know, oh, I should tell him about the posters.
Tell me.
That's another story. But
Okay, wait.
that's funny.
you guys would die about that. Well,
Hit
I'll
it.
tell you that in a minute. Anyway.
Okay.
It was like,
Sorry.
It was his friend Sarah, who is like, you know, she was our co-producer on Better Luck Than Chuck, but she would be like, hey, you know, we need some art department stuff, or we need some graphic design, and I just slowly started doing things for the films that were happening. Some of them I only worked on for like a day. Some of them, you know, turned into longer projects. But then it planted the seed of like, I want to create things. I want to make things. I love using my creative talents. And, you know, and I've been in the event industry for a long time, which is fun, but you know, it's very filmmaking is just so fun. And then horror movies. I mean, the first set I was on is the stylist about a hairdresser that scalps her victims. And I went down in the basement and there was all these fake scalps. I'm like, this is fucking cool. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's really cool when you obviously fall in love and just meet the person that you're meant to be with. But the fact that we both can work together, you know, we can work together and be creative together.
Yes.
And I really, you know, obviously it took a crew of 30 plus to make Better Luck Than Chuck happen. And our co-producers, you know, were a vital part of that. But, you know, I think it just stands, it shows on camera, I hope, that, you know, the passion that we had and the creativity, you know, like laying in bed. He always jokes, I came up with the name Better Luck Than Chuck in the shower. I was like, I know what we could call it.
I love that.
I got to take a mental note.
We knew the Widow and Charlie were going to host it, and we just didn't have a name for the show. And yeah, it's just so funny. Like the whole creative process from, I mean, it's been 3 years now since the time we talked about it to now.
Well, the funniest thing is like how serendipitous things are that you don't realize at the time. Like I've had the Widow and Charlie in my head since college. So we're talking, I mean, again, I'm old. So we're talking 24 years ago, like my junior year of college, I was in a creative writing class and I came up with these characters. And when I incorporated Scotchworthy Productions logo is Charlie's face. It is a cartoon sketch of the Charlie zombie. And I even have a tattoo of him on my leg, you know, and so it's like he's always been Charlie. My first Scotchworthy business email was charlie@scotchworthy.com. And then everybody started calling me Charlie, and so I had to change it to Tony. But like it's so funny because if his name would have been Scott, or if his name would have been Bob or Bill, the show could not be called Better Luck Than Chuck. And 100%. It's just so serendipitous how that worked out. And the fact, she was in the shower. I was working overnights at a water plant, and I got off of work and I walked into the bedroom. She gets out of the shower and she's like, I know what to call the show. We'll call it Better Luck Than Chuck.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm like, I love it. I'm like, I got my wife standing here in a towel, and she comes up with the most ingenious name for this game show. It's just, again, serendipitous. So many things. I mean, you got JT sitting here hugging a freaking printout of the poster that he printed.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Your creativity. It reminds me of like I grew up with Tales from the Crypt or Tales from the Dark Side and that type of stuff. And I grew up with Elvira for sure. I know you did. But you're inventing characters. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on it, but y'all invented characters that are on par to go that way. I can't say it yet because we're here now. But my God, like where do you see? Yeah. Just watching YouTube shorts, because I think it can be more than just a game show. You got room for a game show. You got room for a TV show. You got room for a podcast. You got so many different avenues and domains you can go with these two characters. And who knows if there's any other side characters that y'all have in y'all's pocket like to come along with them. But it's insane. So was that a big experience though, like the Crypt Keeper and Tales?
Oh yeah. I mean, I grew up on those. One of my fondest memories of being a kid, and I only remember a specific 5-minute moment in time, but it was laying on the thick old carpet in my grandma's living room, because my grandma is the OG horror fan in my family. And she was babysitting me. I had to have been maybe 7 years old, and she was watching Tales from the Dark Side, the TV show. And it was the episode that Tom Savini directed where Lizzie, the little creature, comes out of the closet that the college girls renting this room from this house, from this guy. And this little creature comes out of this little attic closet door and kills her. And it scared the shit out of me, but I loved it. And so, going back to memories like that, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, Friday the 13th, the series.
All that
stuff.
Holy
all that
shit.
stuff was influential. I mean, you would be in the 80s, you would walk into the grocery store around Halloween, and in the liquor section of the grocery store would be an Elvira stand up with
Yep.
holding like a case of Coors Light. And it's
Dude.
like, as a 9-year-old, you're looking at that and it's like, what do they say in Christmas Story where he calls the lamp like electric sex in
Oh,
the window?
God.
And it's
Dude,
like, here's this cardboard figure of just beautiful
Yeah.
fucking, I mean, I'm a 9-year-old. Like, of course I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, that's when you're starting to get those feelings and stuff. And so
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
sorry, babe.
Yeah,
I'm
little
going down a
JP was
weird
standing in front of
tangent
that cutout with a slushie in his hand and just wondering about everything.
See,
Drooling out of his
JT and Tony, yeah, we're on the same wavelength here, brother. And so it's like, all of that stuff, and you grow up on it, and then you get to this point now where there's so many different examples of
Yeah.
horror hosts, and so many different examples of just horror content all over the place. And so, yeah, they're not necessarily anything super unique. It's still a woman and a man. He's dead,
man.
but the Crypt Keeper was a dead guy who talked
Yeah.
and had a comical personality.
I don't
But
wanna
I
get
just
on-
think that the Widow and Charlie, I don't know.
You can't
they're
undersell
just fun.
yourself.
It's the married
They're
dynamic.
like-
yeah,
They're,
it's
hor-
the
they're like horror
sitcom version of them.
mascots. Yeah,
Thank
100%.
you.
They're
Wow.
like the horror mascots. So like you even mentioned, we have Elvira, we have the Crypt Keeper as horror mascots, right? And then you generated. It's so cool to think about, like just out of like the insane brain that you have, just creating these characters, and now like
That
they're
they have.
almost like tangible things, right? Like whenever we're talking to them, even on social media, I feel like I'm talking to Charlie. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
talking to the Widow.
Yeah,
So
I
they
didn't-
are becoming like an aspect of a horror mascot. It's fucking insane. I love it.
Thank you.
Is
That's
that
awesome to hear.
is that a secret
they're
that
great characters.
who runs the social media? Is that like a secret, or did we talk about that? Or
I mean,
if,
I
okay, I
mean,
won't.
no,
yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I wish
But-
I had a team of 15 marketing people and it was someone else. But as of now, I'm running all of the social medias.
You're wonderful.
It's just the designer in me, the graphic designer, and I just make the reels and make the posts, and yeah. So I did create I originally obviously just started Better Luck Than Chuck's Instagram, and I'm like, man, the Widow and Charlie need their own,
Yes.
so they can banter back and forth. And Tony's sticks to the script. He's like, Charlie can't use a phone. He can't move
Yeah,
his hands. I was like,
Sounds like
whatever.
Will to me.
He has Siri. He could figure it out.
No, it was,
So-
what was it, auto dictation
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah. So.
You set him up with like Alexa or something.
So, I just think it's fun. I think the characters, he's not giving himself enough credit when he said they're nothing unique. I think them being
man.
married as a couple makes it different.
Yeah.
Dude.
There hasn't, and he always says that. I've always wanted to see it. And, it's like any sitcom, the misery of Ellen
Yeah.
Peg Bundy or, King
Yes.
of Queens or Everybody Loves Raymond. It's like the whole, miserable husband, but he's
That's-
miserable because she killed him, but they live forever because she's a witch and lives forever, and she's put a spell on him that he lives forever, and it's just it's so fun. The possibilities are endless with it, and we're so excited.
I think the game show is just a tip. I'm serious. Like, I see this even with the YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah.
And you are underselling yourself, Tony. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, because dude, for something since college that you've been sitting there building, and then you meet your soulmate to actually add on to it, so it is serendipitous. But all this happened for a reason. We need this. The last time
Yeah.
I talked about a true icon coming back was the Terrifier. I think we said we finally got another villain in the universe that's different. And now, in that same vein, we have new ones. You know what I mean? Might not be Terrifier like killing people, but we have new horror icons. I'm putting all my money, all my stock in it. I've seen the rise on YouTube. I've seen the clip, and you doing social media and driving it's only going to push it. You got to give yourself credit.
I appreciate that.
It's incredible. For just to have these ideas is one thing, but to push it through is great. You know what I mean? Sorry, had to get that.
But again, it's having no. I mean, first of all, thank you. It's truly humbling, because it's hard nowadays to come up with, as a creative, to come up with characters that audiences not only identify with but remember.
Yes.
There's so much content out there that it's so easy to just forget about something after a day or two. And then on top of that, to meet someone who, again, like we said earlier, you don't just fall in love with this person and want to spend your life with them on a personal, romantic, and that type of level. We're best friends. We have a lot in common. And but even like it's not even just the production design of it, like the set that she built for the game show, which we should talk about. But like,
Holy shit!
you know, because she took the idea from Skeletons in the Closet, which was actually a 1960s Italian grandma's basement that we got lucky enough to find and use for that location. But she took that to the next level. But even her humor, like Meredith's the one who came up with 90% of the category titles for the game show. Nice. You know, she again came up with the title of the game show. The wittiness of this woman is just so amazing. We did a movie night last night at our house. We do like monthly crappy movie nights. And like the stuff that she yells at the TV has everybody in the room cracking up every time because she's so fucking witty. And so, yeah, it's awesome. But it's funny because it's like, we've had a handful of people be like, "Oh, they're like Joe Bob and Darcy," and it's like they're not even close to Joe Bob and Darcy. No. If anything, they're Elvira meets the Crypt Keeper. But so many things are different, and that's not putting down Joe Bob and Darcy. Like I think his show is
he's an icon.
Yeah, his show's doing great. I love that he's got this swan song after having had Monster Vision so many years ago. That a lot of people who watch his Shudder show weren't even alive when Monster Vision was on television. But
it's
like
tough out there,
you know, but to me, it's like to say that The Widow and Charlie are just compared to Joe Bob and Darcy because it's a man and a woman hosting a show about horror, and they're also a man and woman hosting a show about horror. It's like you're totally missing the whole thing here.
100%.
Character development and the storylines.
Would you guys say so? Do you think Meredith have sort of like kind of like adopted the responsibility of being able to tell whether or not something is Scotch worthy? Because I love the story behind where that came from. So do you think that's like an easily kind of like marriageable term between the both of you now?
You've been like listening to old podcasts of mine or something?
I did my research, Tony.
I appreciate that. Sometimes you get on a podcast with somebody and they don't even ask questions, and it's like, am I the one hosting this show?
I'm right here. I'm right here, Tony. Okay? Yeah. I learned this one day. I swear to God.
You're JT. You are contributing perfectly fine to this
100%.
conversation. Trust me.
Yeah.
You're
wait.
playing the Max Headroom kind of.
2611. Okay, sorry, we had to mark that for my credibility.
I know. We got to pull some good quotes out of these. We keep saying that. We're like, if only we had more time to create like quote polls from some of these interviews and stuff we've been on. Just even some of the compliments you guys have fed the show and these characters. We appreciate that, and it's like more people need to hear that. You know, and check this out.
Yeah.
We'll do all
to go back to your question. I don't know if I'm able to. He's got his own thing about what something is Scotch worthy or not. I don't know if I've ever even like used that as a scale or not. At this point, I just tell him when I like something and we go with it.
She likes a lot more things than I do. I'm pretty surly when it comes to shit I like. Every movie we watch, I'm like, that movie sucks.
He's like,
that's Will.
Any horror movies?
Okay, so I'm Meredith.
Any fucking horror movies?
Meredith, we're the same. And Will and Tony are the same, so we found each other out here.
That makes sense too, JT, because I often say that Charlie is built off of me, and which is funny because I came up with him before I was married, and and shot Skeletons in the Closet before I was married. But I oftentimes relate to Charlie. So I think any man who's married will understand what I say when I say that. And I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. It's just it is the dynamic of being married.
Me and Will's been married for a year now, so I totally get it.
Congrats.
It's a year and a half.
Oh, you remembered.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sirs and ma'ams.
Now he thinks we're really married, JT.
We are. We are. We met on Bumble.
You guys met on Bumble. Well, when Will said he met his wife on Bumble, I was all like, "That's really funny." So you were joking.
Yeah.
You got to be honest with us. The first step in building trust in a relationship is being honest with one another.
You're right.
And you're lying to us right out the gate.
And I told the truth because we met on Bumble. We met on Bumble. Sorry.
Don't appreciate that.
Yeah, Will, you son of a bitch. Will,
good grief.
Quit. Straighten up, Will. Now. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Yes, sir. Meredith, you designed the basement for the game show, correct?
I did, Yes. I mean, we had our construction lead, Dustin Hoke, who actually helped bring my vision to life. But yes, I was the production designer, so I picked the tiles. I laid half of those tiles that are on that game show floor. I laid myself. I painted the podiums. I, designed the logo, and I pretty much. I mean, obviously, I had help, I had inspiration, and I had an awesome team of my art department. And like I said, Dustin and I worked so well together. Like, like one of the coolest examples of like the way she came down the stairs. We didn't really have room to build it to turn to come, towards the thing. So we didn't want her to walk into the corner, and we had this dead corner. And so I built that like planter box. It's like, so like 70s old school, like, limestone planter box. And like, it was like kind of like a curveball. It was like, Dustin, I don't know what to do with this corner. What if we built this? And he was awesome. So, but yes, I mean, I guess most of the choices and the colors and the design and all of that was mine. But I do have to say, he put the Widow and Charlie in a mid-century basement. Yes. And so I always loved that vibe, and it works on two levels. He always jokes that like, we're not pretending it's 1960. It's modern times. Mm-hmm. He just always says she never updates it because she's got a dead guy in her basement. She doesn't, she's not gonna have contractors come over and remodel the basement.
Yeah, can you just work around the corpse sitting on the couch slowly
work around the dead guy? It doesn't move.
Yeah.
Justice for Chuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't worry about him. But I want a big screen TV over here. Let's update everything except for the couch and the dead guy.
Surround sound. Yeah. Bounces off of them. Yeah. So, but what I loved about it too is that I used to watch game shows all the time with my mom growing up and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's such like a nostalgic mid-century thing with game shows, the match game and whatever. It's why I always joke I wanted that orange shag platform that the couch is on. I was like, it was very match game. So it's like, and then she kind of has this like bewitched 1950s housewife vibe. So it's like,
she definitely does.
But we also, but we also kind of we both love the 80s. Our whole basement is like 80s, vibe, horror meets 80s. And I just wanted it to feel nostalgic, that like you kind of really, there isn't really a specific, it's got mid-century vibes for sure. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. We had an awesome team behind us. Like I said, our construction team, our art department team. But we love it. The set's in storage, and we just like, we want to like obviously get season 2 and multiple seasons going. But I'm like, I just wish it was like sitting in a warehouse where we can go and hang out, invite you guys over and just have a party in the basement.
We would love that.
I mean, that's
even
how it was when we did.
Don't even say it.
Tempt you?
Sorry.
Now you're thinking about it, aren't you?
You have to take your coat off.
Oh, I got the vapors.
One day it'll happen.
We did after every episode, we put all the contestants on the couch and took a picture of them with the Widow and Charlie. Nice. It was super fun. But yeah, it's so funny again how it all comes together, because the basement being kind of still set in the olden days, because she doesn't want to update it. It fits the story plot points. Yeah. But then it also fits well because it gives it the nostalgic feel that we wanted it to have, because that's, again, this show is meant to be comfort food. This is meant to be something that horror fans can sit and watch and just escape life for 30 minutes. And that's the hope with, that's the type of movie fan I am. I don't go into watching movies to get into politics and all that type of stuff. I get into watching movies to escape reality for an hour and a half and just decompress after the end of a long work week or whatever. And that's what I wanted Better Luck Than Chuck to be. And that's what she did with the visuals. Like, I never would have thought about the bright pops of green and orange and blue, those mid-century colors. And she did such a great job. Even like those shapes, like, I don't know if you can see it, but like, we've got a shot of the micro sitcom kind of back there.
Yes.
But like the green shapes that are on the wall behind the contestants, and they're in the micro sitcom behind the couch, like, those were just a screen, like a green plastic screen that she found on Facebook Marketplace that this guy was selling. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I want them. and her and like her art guy went and drove like an hour and a half to get them. They came back with them, and I'm like, those are cool. You paid a lot of money for them. What the fuck are you going to do with them? Like, where are you going to put
everything?
She's like, I'll fucking show you.
Here and
No,
here.
100%, dude. I put my foot in my mouth all the damn time with this woman because she consistently shows me again and again where ingenuity just comes into play. And I'm so incredibly blessed that she came into my life and not just blessed me on a personal level, but again, like to have these characters that I love so much and to see them in Skeletons in the Closet and just kind of like never really have an opportunity to go beyond that with them, you know? But just have this whole entirely new iteration that can still use them just as effectively, if not more effectively.
So much more.
It's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, man. It's so great. And one thing I wanted to make sure, though, JT, if and when we end up on that couch, hold just his hand, and that's it. That's all you get.
Thigh?
Just
thigh?
No.
Arm. Knee.
He's such a corpse. I'd imagine the casing would just slip right the fuck off. Just
what the fuck?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Something tells me Adam, who plays Charlie, would have a lot of fun with JT. I think there would be there's this whole bromance that's slowly developing.
Adam might be one of the funniest human beings I've ever met, and yeah, I think you guys would have a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm cool. I mean,
yeah,
sure.
We would love that.
I mean,
that would be fucking insane. That would be so much fun.
That'd be great. I mean, whatever. I mean, my schedule can fit it. I just gotta check a few dates here.
The set was really fun too. Like, I mean, it was built in like a warehouse, and it was just so cool to watch people. You know, when we pulled the contestants out of the green room and like walked them into the warehouse, you kind of walk in, and it's like their faces. We had a BTS photographer on set 2 of the days, and I was like, make sure when you hear on the radio that they're bringing in contestants, like get a picture of their faces when they first see it. And it was very cool. It just had a vibe. There was just something about being on that set. It was cool.
Yeah.
It seemed very nostalgic.
More seasons. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It seemed like super nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody on set was a friend. Like, you know, I've been working with Rob Stern and Sarah Sharp, who are our co-producers, since 2011 is when I met Rob. And then we met Sarah on High on the Hog, the Sid Haig movie that Rob and I produced back in 2012. And so it's like you slowly start to amass all of these people and you throw them into your film family. And we've just got a really awesome film family here in Illinois. You know, and so when we did this show, it was a low budget production. This was not produced with a studio or big money behind it. It was literally just us finding money from you know, friends and family and our own, you know, money. And it's like we basically went into this saying we want this to be a fun set that people feel at home at.
Yeah.
And everybody on that set was having fun. It was stressful. Don't get me wrong. It was really freaking stressful at times.
Yeah.
But and especially since none of us had ever done reality or unscripted television before, all of us came from narrative feature backgrounds. So we're all accustomed to, all right, take 1, take 2, take 3. Okay, actors, do you have your scripts down? And here it's like The Widow and Charlie had scripts for the intro and the outro of the episode and the little commercial bookends, the commercial break bookends. But all of the stuff that Adam is saying to the contestants and all the responses that Alexis is giving to the contestants, all of that was ad-libbed. And it's just so the funniest part in episode 1 with the cameraman bit.
Yes.
That was literally all ad-libbed on the spot. And the fact that nobody ruined the take by laughing behind the camera or whatever, it's mind-boggling because it was.
There really wasn't takes. I mean, during the question answer, you know, each trivia round, and if we had to stop, if there was a technical flub or, you know, an audio thing, we stopped here and there, but we really didn't obviously retake and re-ask questions. So it was live in that sense, you know, and that did add a lot of pressure and, you know, like, what if the contestants were duds or, you know, were weird? We always say, what if they threw up? You know, like.
Well, that was something that Rob always said. When we were in pre-production, Rob Stern, our co-producer, was like, we got to make sure that we're ready. We got to have backup contestants because what if someone has nervousness and they vomit or something? And we're like, God, I hope nobody pukes all over our set.
Yeah. But
add us to the list. We'd be on your standbys.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I feel like for season 2, we're going to be having lines out the door for.
I'd imagine.
Of course.
Yeah, which is awesome. It's exciting.
You guys got to apply, though. You got to apply.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask you. What was the yeah, that'll be me. JT does not know how to use a computer. What was the I guess how did you get your contestants? Was it people who applied, or did you guys handpick?
No, we had we put out a contestant search. Bloody Disgusting posted hey, there's this game show happening and they're looking for contestants. It didn't go viral. It's not like we had thousands upon thousands, but we had enough.
Right.
And they had to send in a 2-minute video and fill out an application, and it was cool. We had enough that it was hard to choose. We had to narrow it down. Yeah, we had to narrow it down to our top 30, and then we only had 15 for the first season, but yeah, it was great. It showed their 2-minute videos were so cool to see, because it really solidified that this idea was exciting to the horror community. Yeah. They were like, "Oh my god, a horror trivia game show! Sign me up! Like, I can't wait to be on."
Been waiting forever for something like this. Why doesn't the horror community have this?
Yeah, so it was cool to see the excitement even before. They didn't see any visuals, they didn't see a pitch deck, they didn't know anything really about it, and they were excited even before seeing anything about it. So that it solidified that the horror community is ready for this.
Take your shirt off, Will. Show him. Take your shirt off. Show him the goods. He can grow a mustache too. Y'all haven't seen his mustache. Like, he's got 2 qualities.
Okay. I remember even watching the first episode, putting myself in the hot seat. Like, even some of the questions that were asked, I'm like, I knew these, but I felt the pressure where there was the one question about Return of the Living Dead. That's one of my all-time favorite horror movies of all time. And it was the line, it was like, "This is a way of life." I couldn't even come up with it in my brain. And then he said Return of the Living Dead. I was like, fuck, I knew that. What the hell's happening?
Yeah.
I love it. Oh,
it's one of my favorite, that's one of my favorite quotes of all time. And so I was like, we're going to put that one in the pilot episode, because I think that's a really fun quote from a horror movie. Oh, yeah. And then, I'm not going to give anything away, but it's funny how those were her too, where we were like, when we were building the pitch deck for the show and starting to come up with the concepts, I really wanted to do something very Double Dare. I wanted there to be categories where if you picked a category, it would be like, oh, this is a physical challenge, and you have to go out from behind the podium and you have to compete in some sort of physical challenge. And she was just like, spraying blood and stuff, it's going to get messy. It would be hard to reset. Said, you're totally right. Smart idea. I'm glad that she, relegated that and said, let's not do it.
For
our first season.
There's always room for growth.
Well, what I really like is what you said, where it's like, it shouldn't be like Double Dare. It should be more like Price is Right, where I would love in the second season, I want to do a category where you have to organize VHSs or DVDs on a shelf in terms of chronological order or something when they came out.
Yeah, I'd love
shit
that.
Like that would be so much fun, and it's not messy, so it's not like we're spraying blood all over the place.
But the problem is, unfortunately, we had some really cool category ideas, and a lot of it is licensing too. You don't have the rights to show some of the stuff, and I won't bore you with all the category ideas, but we had some really cool ones that even just playing clips of movies. It kind of opens. There's fair use, and we understand that, but we just figured for the pilot season to kind of tread lightly. We were able to get some licensing for some things, and but the sky's the limit in terms of but that. Going back to what that's kind of how that third round, Charlie's Workshop, that was our way of doing something physical that didn't involve all the contestants. It was only the contestant that made it to the last round. But that was very inspired from Nickelodeon years where you're running Finders Keepers. I
immediately thought of that. There was a Nickelodeon game show. It wasn't Double Dare, but there was another Legends of the Hidden Temple where you had to find the monkey and put the monkey together. That's immediately what I thought about when it came to Chuck's Workshop.
Sucked.
Yep. That was kind of the inspiration for that one too. So and it just worked. It was I was like, what if there's this little back room in the basement, and it works. So I think again, things could be elaborated in season 2 and beyond, or added to, or different categories that are a little more interactive. But that's why we were excited to get some of the director video questions, like we said earlier, with Mike Flanagan and other awesome people that, and it was just so cool. Like I said, I think think people were just excited, like, oh, they're doing a horror trivia game show finally.
Yep.
Like, people were just like, sponsors, you
Even
know.
the sponsors.
Yeah, the sponsors
Yeah.
were on board. I mean, everyone was just so excited when they heard it was happening. So.
Having a grand prize provided by Universal Studios for a trip to Halloween Horror Nights was super cool. And that's pretty much, that was the moment when, in pre-production, like in development, when we got the approval from them that they were going to provide this grand prize trip. That's when Meredith and I said, all right, we're not turning back.
Turning back.
We're making this thing through hell or high water.
Yeah.
But even like, you know, as a horror nerd, like being able to get the licensing from Universal to put the Bride of Frankenstein and the Creature from the Black Lagoon posters on the wall of the stairs coming down, you know, it's like, I mean, that's like, as a horror fan, again, like when you can't just do that, you have to get the rights to license that stuff. To have those on our set was just like amazing, because they're such iconic movies. So, and they perfectly represent The Widow and Charlie. You know, and Creature from Black Lagoon's my favorite black and white monster movie, so that's why I was really happy that those were on the wall and that Universal let us do that. So
I love that. It's got to be a dream come true, especially like I'm so excited for the future of the show. I'm so excited for the rest of the episodes of the show to come out. It was so fun for me. I know it was so fun for JT. We're sitting there yelling at the TV, the answers, the end at Chuck's workshop. Like, it's the license plate's right there. The license plate's right there. And they weren't getting it. JT was all about it.
See.
Man. JT was like, I can't see shit in this thing.
She's going too fast. Like, whatever. I was like, damn, she's got a good strategy. I do have a random question though. I'm gonna put you on the spot before I ask another question. I got two questions, Will. So the first one is 5 years from now, where do you see this at? Better Luck Than Chuck. What's your vision?
God.
If you have,
hopefully, in an ideal world, if the brand is discovered by the horror community like it deserves to be discovered, it would be, we're on season 6 of Better Luck Than Chuck. We're doing 15 episode seasons or 20 episode seasons at that point. We have maybe the sitcom is also a show that we would produce when we're also producing the game show. We just kind of like spend an extra couple days on set and get the Widow and Charlie to do a sitcom, and we do like movie marathon hosting and stuff. I think the sky's the limit for this brand. It really is. 100%. The game show, like you said, it's just the tip. It is scratching the surface of the potential to perpetuate these characters.
And I think it would really be a shock if there's not multiple seasons of this. Just based on, the small amount of people being like, where can I sign up? And, people are already messaging us. And I think, we are, like I said, the sponsors that came out even from just seeing a pitch doc. Yep. And now, if they see the first season and it's successful, like the sponsorship and the partnerships we can develop from there. I always joke, obviously we love Universal. We want the season finale to be live from Universal Studios.
Oh my goodness.
And, I don't know if you guys have been to HHN, but I could see the Widow Charlie walking around HHN.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Charlie would be in a wheelchair probably, but
Yeah. That's fine.
So, yeah.
Wait, it would have to be one of those wheelchairs where he like blows into it, right? Like Christopher Reeve.
No.
Move his hands.
No, that's what, I'm going to give you an idea.
She would be pushing him around.
Yeah, she would push him around. Or she would have
I'm going to give y'all a free idea. During that.
She's not that mean.
No, Universal gives him a special amulet that night to run it. So he's running around causing chaos, and the Widow's got to come track him down. So it says one time a year he can actually go be a part of stuff. See? Take it. Okay.
Yeah, Adam would love that. You haven't seen yet in the micro episodes and in one of the episodes of the sitcom, Adam does get granted the ability to get up and dance a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's my second question or statement. I don't even know how to phrase this, but I love what do you call it? You said micro episodes or micro whatever, those YouTube shorts?
Micro sitcom.
Yes,
micro sitcom. It's a fucking mouthful.
I love them. I don't know that's got to be more, right? Because that's what I'm craving is just more of that.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be, right? As a fan?
Yeah, so...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. I guess... I do want to give a shout out to Adam Michaels and Alexis Alata who play the Widow and Charlie. Because obviously earlier, a few minutes ago, we were talking about Tony and how awesome his characters are. but they truly have brought something
brought
so
them to life.
special to those characters. They have brought them to life, yeah. And like, you know, they helped write some of the bits. They're
Nice.
witty and funny. Yeah, a lot of it.
Especially the sitcom, like
Alexis,
and I,
yeah,
basically,
Alexis
and
is
Adam.
an incredible writer. And so they've embraced the characters so much. And we kind of joke that this content that you're seeing on YouTube was shot after the game show. We shot it this past November, and we were like, let's do a Christmas special. Let's, you know, get to that, do some social media stuff. And it literally, after a week or two of discussions and writing, it turned into.
I remember. It was me.
We walked away with an 18 episode mini sitcom, and we're like,
Yes.
oh. It just, and we filmed it all in 2 days. So those two were just like, we were like costume changes and this and that, and everyone just had so much fun with those characters. And I don't want to say it writes itself, because it doesn't, but they've just embraced, they understand exactly who the characters are, and they can like banter, and some of it was improv and, you know, this and that. And it is incredible. So that was kind of just meant to be like, hey, until we sell the game show and release the game show, we need other content. Yeah. And we need the world to fall in love with the Widow and Charlie. We know who the Widow and Charlie are. Our cast and crew knows who it is. But like, not really. If we just keep posting stills or the poster of the game show, no one knows who they are. Right. And so we're like, we need to do something. And this sitcom has like taken on a life of its own. Yes. We just love it. We absolutely love it.
I've seen it grow personally. I think I was one of the first, toot my own little horn. I was like one of the first people to jump on there, and y'all are just dominating. I love YouTube anyway.
Oh, man.
But to build a more story arc and build them and flesh them out as characters, so when we do wait for season 1 and 2 to come out, we know these characters. It's beautiful. I got to see more of it. I
appreciate that.
That's just me being greedy. I need more.
Again, it would be nice if we need more people to discover it. You know, we need everybody who sees it, who says, I have 5 horror friends that would probably think this is fun. You should check it out, and send them the links. Yes, like, you know, we're not getting as many views as we would like. And so that's the harsh reality of social media and YouTube these days, is that unless you hit that algorithm and go viral, you know, you could go from having 300 views to having 100,000 views. You just have to get viral. And that's what we're hoping for with all of this content. But that was the coolest thing about these content days in November, is we, like she said, we were getting together to shoot promo content for social media, because Meredith was like, I only have so many images to share that were all still images, and we don't want to give away too much from the game show yet.
Right.
And so we were like, we're gonna spend 2 days shooting stuff. And initially it was going to be, she really wanted to do a Christmas special, and we were going to do the Widow reading trivia, which hasn't been released yet. We're doing like 2 days a week. She reads trivia questions. Nice. And we're going to try and come up with a contest so that people can chime in and win prizes. But then it was like, while we're doing this, I'm like, well, we need some narrative stuff too. And it was the perfect opportunity to create a prequel to the game show. So all of these episodes, we release one episode every Wednesday on our YouTube channel, which is Better Luck Than Chuck. And every Wednesday you get a new episode. They're about 1.5 to 3 minutes long. And it's just hanging out with the Widow and Charlie in the basement. And, you know, we tried to get things around the holidays. So there's a Valentine's episode, the Christmas and a New Year's episode. We celebrate Charlie's birthday. She goes on vacation and leaves Charlie in the basement. So he's got some bachelor time hanging out on his own.
I love it. He needs it.
You got
Chuck
the picture,
needs
JT. Show him the picture.
It's easily consumable content, and like just like you said, it's letting us know who the Widow and Charlie are. Oh my God, it's such a good picture. He's like, finally, the Widow's gone.
I'm gonna send you high resolutions so you don't have to steal them from social media.
Yeah, we gotta send you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I found that.
I love that.
You guys, I'm kidding. I use that term loosely.
You guys are fucking awesome. Like we love you guys already. Tony, after like finding who you were like 6 months ago, maybe close to a year ago, we just immediately fell in love with your work, everything that you've done, and then just like this becoming a thing, right? Better Luck Than Chuck. JT and I were on board from day one, and you guys are absolutely incredible, and we cannot wait to see this go so far. And again, if you're listening, if you're watching, check out the YouTube. Go to Better Luck Than Chuck. Watch the little mini sitcom episodes and share it, because I know we will. Yes. We love you guys. We love you guys a lot. This is crazy, and I'm so thankful for you guys to be on.
Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate the support and the praise, and it's really exciting when you put something out there to,
100%.
actually get the feedback that people like it. Because if we put it out there and everyone's like, this sucks, that would that would not be fun.
100%.
And just
normally, Go ahead, JT.
Just as a horror fan, before you even say it, because I'm jumping ahead of it, he's like, normally I let JT say it the last word. I'm not. What I want to do right now is, I don't get this a lot. We just started this like a year and a half, this podcast. We're really just two best friends that love horror, and we're trying to build a community that we just love and respect and build each other up and support. I finally get a chance right now, and I've never done this, is to say thank you. Like, seriously, because y'all are going to explode. If y'all haven't already, y'all will. I swear y'all will with this. Thank y'all for, like, going through the college and actually sticking with it. And thank you for meeting him and inspiring him to keep going. You know what I mean? With his idea. And thank you for these characters in this game show and whatever it turns into. Because I truly believe, I don't want to put a lot of pressure out there. I'm not trying to, like, put a lot. But this is big. If people haven't watched it or seen it, my God, they will. And it's going to be huge.
They will.
So that's all I want to say.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Seriously.
That literally
crazy.
warms our hearts. It's been a lot of work, so it means a lot.
You have to understand there's so many days and nights where Meredith and I, because it's just the two of us in this house, and there's so many days and nights where we both work from home, where we'll be in a funk where we're just like, why are people not recognizing this show? Like, why are people, again, I've been doing this for a long time. Like 21 years is a long time to be an independent filmmaker. And none of the movies I've ever done, all of which I thought had a lot of heart in them and a lot of hard work and a lot of talent from the people that I surround myself with, cinematographers and effects artists and production designers and everybody. It's like all of these movies deserved attention and deserved to find their audience and gain popularity. And it's like, this is another one of those examples where it's like, this has everything it needs to be successful. Why is it not successful yet? And it's so frustrating that it really does, like Meredith said, it warms our heart. It gives us the confidence to keep going, to keep putting the time into the social media for her and editing the stuff and everything. It's just very hard sometimes. You get down on yourself or you get exhausted, And so it's compliments like that really give us the desire, the fuel to keep going,
Wow.
And hope you're right. Hope to God you guys are right.
I know I am for sure. I don't know about Will. He just left us. But y'all are just amazing. And please just keep with it, because I think that not everybody hits, like, it's not ever discovered right at the beginning. Everything you've done so far is great. Everything has taken y'all up to this point, and we're here now. And I think that you hit the recipe, like the set design being great, because it's like a third character. The two characters, I look at the picture and I think about it sometimes, especially when I'm watching like the YouTube shorts with my family. It's like, this is like Elvira. This is like a Crypt Keeper. Like, I didn't know I was missing this, but I have been missing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh crap, this is new. And just please promise me, y'all too. I swear to God, if there's anything else, never give up and just keep going. And we're behind you. So we'll share and do anything at our little platform, but we're huge fans of y'all. Like, serious, huge fans.
You.
But I mean, even you saying that you watch the sitcom episodes with your family, like, we appreciate that. Like, I don't know who your family consists of, but like the fact that you're showing it to other people, to your wife and 3 kids, you're showing your kids that. Do your kids like The Widow and Charlie? Do they think Charlie's silly?
They're teens. Yeah, they like them.
Dude, see, that's great. That's like we always say, our dream come true will be realized when we see kids dressed as the Widow and Charlie.
She had spirit Halloween costume in a plastic bag hanging on the thing.
Stop right there real quick. I know we're winding down. They asked me, because we're a big Halloween family too. Even as teens, we dress up or give out candy. We got one more trick-or-treater left. He's like 12 or 13. But it's like, Dad, would you ever do that or dress like that to hand out candy? I'm like, in a heartbeat, like me and my wife. Yes. So would that be a possibility? My God, I hope that's a possibility. I hope that's a possibility to have that in spirit.
I mean, so your wife just
is watching us. Yeah, it's time to give us a
or they just do their own, where your wife could go to Amazon and buy one of those outfits that the Widow wears, because we got a lot of her outfits on Amazon. And come on, I mean, everybody uses Amazon for production.
I'll send your wife some links. I'll help her look like the Widow.
God, I hope she gets to meet y'all soon. She's in there. Oh my God! But yeah, we're big. Like, when I say this, like, we knew when we saw it. Like, this is important to the horror history. Is that a weird way to say it? This is a good moment for
that's
horror.
incredible to hear. And if you're right about that, that's
it is.
crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, quit even saying I hope so. Like, it is. This is it. This is huge. It is. It's good.
But people need to discover it. People need to discover it. It needs the. If we had 10,000 people, I would feel very confident in our ability to grow. You know, and every day, again, a lot of credit to Meredith with our social media. Every day we have new subscribers on our YouTube and stuff, and it's really impressive that even though it's only growing a handful here and there, it's still consistently growing. And the fact that a month and a half ago, like in November, we didn't have a YouTube channel. And now we have 1,300. We have 1,300 subscribers. We didn't have a TikTok 2 months ago, and we have 1,200, 1,300 followers on TikTok. And it's like, I know that that's nothing compared to these people that have 1 million followers, but at the end of the day, it was nothing a month ago. 2 months ago. So
and that's what I'm saying.
Just happy.
Like, we're big YouTube. That's what we consume is like YouTube, and I've seen it. Like your likes, your comments, your interactions. It's going to be something big that just takes off randomly. Like, something's going to hit, and it's going to send y'all straight to the moon. Y'all are there anyway to me.
Just keep putting that into the universe.
Yes. We appreciate that, and you're not the only person that has said something of that nature, and it's incredible to hear. And we always say it's been a lot of work and a long road, but we still see the light at the end of the tunnel. And hearing compliments and people say that just makes that light brighter.
Yeah, I hope y'all keep hearing
it's coming.
that. It is. I really think it is, and I just hope y'all stay the course and never get discouraged. And we're here to build y'all up. So.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Back. We were just about to say.
Yeah,
I've been trying forever. I don't know what was going on. Playing what?
Thing.
Oh, okay. Fuck it, let's run it. Yeah, some scotch. Yeah. I've been having a little bit of Truly's before this, so
some whiskey.
Okay. All right, cool.
Truly.
Okay, it's the only thing I had in my fridge.
this guy, yeah,
millennial.
It's not. He drinks it all the time. That in Celsius. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I need a cocktail now.
Whenever, if we do get invited on the show, right? Whenever we apply for it, I just want to learn 90s stuff because that's my bread and butter.
We can't. That's rigging the game. Are you kidding me? Like, can't. I mean, we can't even rig who's going to be on the show. We've got, although we have I came up with a really awesome idea of how we want to do an influencer episode, and so we've got a really good way of trying to figure out who the influencers are that'll end up being on the show. So I'm excited for season 2.
We're gonna do a celebrity episode too, where they play for charity.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's gonna be so
like a
cool.
Better Luck Than Chuck Junior with kids or teenagers.
Oh man, yes.
This can be off the record. We can take this out of the episode. But could we ever interview Chuck or the Widow? Would that be like a possibility?
100%.
Yeah,
we've already talked about having them in character on Zoom podcasts and stuff. We have a second mask that Adam has. It's not easy to get him in the makeup and in it, but and unfortunately they're both in separate states. He's in Indiana and she's in Texas, but we 100% want to start getting their characters out and them as actors too. We think they should be interviewed as actors too. So
either
and
one.
Ultimately,
no,
but the Widow and Charlie would be a lot of fun, and the hope would be, like, honestly, when we shoot, hopefully we'll be doing season 2 at some point in the near future.
You will.
When we're doing season 2, you guys can fly up if you want to spend the money to fly up and hang out on set with us for a day. Even if you're not contestants, you can come up and you can interview them and interview us or whatever. Yes. I mean, we're all about just involving the horror community because that's how all this gets promoted, and you build your friendship out of it and everything. So.
You've already done it, and I appreciate it. You already said it.
Minute 4. She's emotional there. I could tell.
Can I come like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want JT. I want JT. I want the skull with the hat on. That's what needs to happen.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was really happy. Colby Colby does horror. Just started wearing his Better Luck Than Chuck hat on his videos on Instagram.
I
and
love
that made
Colby.
me really happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He lives like 45 minutes from us. He was at our movie night last night,
Yeah.
and he's like
No
wearing
way.
his Better Luck Than Chuck hat, and everybody's like,
I'm
"Oh,
going to
thanks
get
for
me.
wearing the hat."
Yeah.
Let me go and text my wife
Man,
to go and
that's
get me
actually
a
really
shirt
sick
and
that
a
he's
hat.
so close to you
Chuck,
guys.
Yeah, she was like following him on Instagram, and she's like, "This influencer is like 45 minutes from us. We got to try and get in touch with him." And yeah, we just hit it off, and he's just great, So he invited me. We went because he gets like free screening tickets to movies. So he's like a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Oh, do you want to go see 28 Years Later with me?" Because his wife and his sister, who are typically the people he takes with him, they're like neither of them could go.
Yeah.
So he hits me up. He's like, "I'll pick you up on the way to the city." And so yeah, we went and did that. And it's just awesome that again this show is giving us additional friendships and stuff. And
Yep.
So yeah.
That's
Colby's
awesome.
fucking awesome. And you know what's funny? Like, even before this interview, I was thinking about it. And if I'm not mistaken, horror is the only genre where I feel like there's a community built around
Oh
it.
yeah, 100%.
Right? Like-
Maybe sci-fi, like factions of sci-fi, Trekkies,
Thank
Star
you.
Wars.
Yeah.
Obviously Harry Potter, Marvel superheroes. I think have that, but horror is the only genre that is. We are nerds, and that's why she's always like, "Oh, you go to these horror conventions," and it's like, even if I'm not promoting something, I just like going and bullshitting horror with other people. You know?
Yes.
It's just
100%.
fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So with that,
Oh, God.
time to put
Here
you
it
guys
comes.
in the hot seat. It's gonna be better luck than JT now.
Hey.
So I had a fun idea for a game, right, that we could play. I'll do 60 seconds on the clock, right, and I'm going to be a horror icon, and you have to guess who I am based on only yes or no questions. And again, you guys have 60 seconds. I made it, I don't want to say super simple, but like I'm not like, I don't know, fucking random shit from like Tales from the Crypt. I'm not like the little hand puppet from Tales from the Crypt. It's genuine horror icons that you guys I know you guys would be able to get for sure.
Are
So
we each
I'm gonna
playing separate? Or like
You
is
guys
he
can
going
do
and
it.
I'm going, or we're both shouting out questions?
if you want to, you guys can both like alternate
Ping pong.
questions, and I'll say
Okay.
either yes or no. And
Okay,
let's
I
got
have
it.
3 of them, right? So we'll do the first one. You guys will have 60 seconds to guess
I think
who I am.
the biggest disappointment of this whole scenario at this point is Charlie and JT are literally the same thing. Obviously, you said Better Luck Than JT. I'm really disappointed, Will, that you didn't buy a blonde wig.
Yeah.
And something frilly.
Take
Something frilly,
your
something
shirt off,
sexy,
Will.
Something that shows a little cleave. Come on,
Take
buddy.
it off.
All right.
How many times? Sorry.
I'm gonna send you pictures, Tony, of me. Our last episode, not one. It was one of the last episodes that we had. I was dressed as. First of all, me and JT came up with this idea for Halloween that we're both going to dress up as the Shining Twins. And guess who
Okay.
the only one was that fucking wore a dress? It was just me. I'm the one that wore a dress.
What did you?
And
What
JT
did you
did
wear,
it.
JT?
Don't even get me started, Meredith. Don't even
Give me
get me
1 second.
started. He'll show you, and he's so
I-
proud of it.
He's going to show it.
I needed to send you what we dressed up as at Film Quest. They had a Halloween
Yes,
party.
I'm a
that's
dinosaur.
what the fuck he was.
And I had
Tony's
balls.
costume was absolutely amazing.
Watch this. Hey, this
What is
really
going
driving
on
it home.
there?
I mean, he
Hang
kind of
on,
looked like Rorschach from the
Yes,
Watchmen.
yes.
Rawr.
There he is. Yep.
Oh,
I'm a dinosaur.
My God, you're a dinosaur.
Thank you.
R, he
See,
goes
Will?
R.
I was in a dress and I had a wig on and everything, and it was fantastic. And then he shows up as that.
My
All the
cousin,
time with his
my
shit.
cousin Rob, 2 years ago at our Halloween party, wore JT's suit. Has his costume room.
Oh, yeah.
Rob was the jack-o'-lantern suit.
Hell yeah.
Dressed as JT, I'm gonna claim it. Anybody who wears this now in my head is dressed as me.
Yes,
Thank
my
you,
cousin
Rob.
dressed as you.
Thank you. I love it.
Perfect. All right. So, yes. So we have
Yeah.
3 rounds, right? So this will be the first round again. Yes or no questions. I will do 60 seconds on the clock. Go.
Are you a guy or a girl?
it's not
Guy.
a yes or no.
So it's yes or no. So
Okay, you're
no.
a guy.
Do you speak? Or are you
Yes.
silent?
Are you dead?
No.
Do you like to play games?
Yes.
Oh, I know it.
Are you Jigsaw?
No.
Are you Pinhead?
No.
Poonhead.
He's dead.
Oh.
Are you Supernatural?
No.
TV show?
Are you from a 80s movie?
No.
That's a good question. No.
Are you from a 90s movie?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ghostface.
Oh, are you Ghostface?
Oh.
Yes!
He is such a Ghostface.
But he said
I
it,
fucking
you
knew
want-
it, Will. Will, stop. No, because all he likes is Scream. That's all he fucking talks about is Scream. Beat me out when I say... God, I'm so fucking sick of it.
Okay. All right.
You have the same complexion as Ghostface, JT, so I get why
Yes,
he's your
you
best
do.
friend. He likes looking at you.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I like... Thank you. God. All right. Okay. Continue, Will.
Round 2, it's going to be a little harder. Ready?
Not
good.
Ghostface,
That
a
was a
little
good-
harder, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. You guys are great at it so far. So, round 2, ready, set, go.
Are you a boy or a man?
Are you a female?
Yes.
Okay.
I like
Do
that.
you talk?
Yes.
Are you a final girl?
No.
That's a good question.
Do you kill people?
Yes.
Ah.
Are you a blonde?
No.
Oh, God. Are you from an 80s movie?
Yes. I believe it's 80s.
He doesn't know.
Are you the female Cenobite?
No.
Oh, so fucking hot. That was.
Are you a vampire?
No.
Hey, are you? Good, thank God. Would not be around you.
Are you supernatural?
No.
Again, TV show. Sam and Dean. Ghost.
God.
Ghost. Could be.
I don't know.
5
Do you
seconds.
carry a weapon? Do you carry a weapon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
guesses from the both of you.
Oh, so cool.
Female with a weapon. You would know this more than I would. I have no idea.
80s female killer.
Possibly.
And remember, he was really
I
with
think she-
80s.
I think
like
she's 80s.
I think he
She's
was.
80s.
She was 80s. That was Will. So he was no. Probably from
Are
2000s.
you Linnea Quigley from Return of the Living Dead?
No.
Damn
Are
it!
you Annie Wilkes from Misery?
Yes! Yes!
How did you pull that from your pocket?
Holy shit!
Wow! Nice.
Get the fuck out of here!
Holy- I don't know why I just thought I was like,
You just pulled a fucking Caleb Williams.
That was
Iceman
crazy.
over here.
Oh, don't
love
say
it.
that. Oh, you're
crazy.
racist.
shit.
Oh,
He's an
no.
orphan. I thought I was gonna be terrible at this.
I was gonna say maybe you're Angela from Night of the Demons,
I
but
just-
fucking
I was
Angela.
Oh, Angela from
Holy
Night so
shit.
fucking good.
No, I
Oh,
was trying
you
to
know
picture
this.
a female with a weapon in their hand.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm so glad I asked the question. And I was like, that fucking ankle scene has been burned in my brain since I was a
What?
child.
Wait.
Yes.
Was that 80s though?
Is that 80s?
I think
90s,
it's
right?
89. I think
Is it
Misery's
89?
89. I
Thank
think.
God. Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Holy
You're gonna have to
shit.
double check it.
Remember
I'll
her
look
name?
that up.
Like, I only we referenced Annie
Meredith,
Wilkes in
holy
one of the
shit.
episodes.
What year?
That's the only
Yes.
reason I knew. I would have just said Kathy Bates. The fact that I actually knew the character's name.
Wow.
1990, Will.
Oh,
See, fuck you, Will. You son of a bitch, Will. God, we have one
Oh,
job.
wait, that was the publication date. I don't know if that's the
I'm
date
sorry,
of the
Will.
movie
I'm
release
sorry.
date.
he's fact checking the
Will.
fact checker. Hang on.
I'm
The
sorry,
book
Will.
came out
I
in
love
Who
you.
cares? We got it anyway.
Yeah, it's 80s, Will.
Yeah,
Forgive
that
me. I
was
didn't mean to.
1990.
I'm very
So
proud of
good.
myself. I'm
That
not
was
gonna lie.
Let's be honest. 1990 was basically the 80s. It was like the
100%.
runoff of the 80s.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it's like
It was the
You don't know
hangover
about
from
that.
the
like I was
All right.
conceived in the 70s. Even I'm an 80s baby.
Oh,
So,
All
You know,
right,
I can,
like
I
this
can
game.
claim
I love
80s too. I was born.
conception
I was born in December of '89, so I'm claiming 80s as well.
nice. Take it.
There you go.
Take it.
I have no age.
All right. It's true.
I need to. Never mind. I'll say it after we're done recording, JT.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Yes.
All right. Round 3.
Got me sweating.
This is going to be a little harder. I will
That's what I
start
feel.
60 seconds
Can
on
we
the
rapid
clock.
fire these questions.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you a man?
Yes.
Do you talk? I keep using.
Yes.
Are you from an 80s movie?
Yes.
Who knows?
Do you have a weapon?
No.
What?
Are you in a franchise?
Yes.
You gotta be.
Oh God. Are you supernatural?
Bates.
Yes.
TV show.
And you asked if they were the killer? If he
No.
was the killer?
No.
Is he the killer?
Yes.
What? We're getting somewhere.
We're
We're getting somewhere.
Do you have a hockey mask on?
No.
Are you Freddy Krueger?
No.
Start saying some names.
5 seconds left.
I can't.
No
I don't-
weapon.
Leatherface?
Are you left?
Michael Myers?
Michael Myers. No, he talks. No,
No.
he don't talk.
All right.
Good one.
My
Final
Bloody Valentine.
guesses.
He
No.
doesn't talk either.
Tony, final guess. Remember, Supernatural. I think it was 80s. Killer.
Come on.
Talks. I
said no
accentuate
weapon.
on the
This one out.
talks.
Child's Play Chucky.
No.
Oh! So we talked
The
about
leprechaun. The leprechaun.
All right.
who the fuck cares?
I'm the
He had
leprechaun.
magic.
I'm the
weapon.
leprechaun.
Gonna
Don't scare
steal
me.
my
Fucking
gold.
shit. Stop it. Fucking quit.
Such a good movie. Leprechaun from the Hood is so good. It's
I
ridiculous.
told you not to do that
Oh,
voice
man.
ever again, dude. Fucking stop.
I'm the
We do.
Stop!
Something this morning that they're doing, and that Fuzz on a
Yeah,
Lens is
they're
doing.
doing
They
another-
were showing something about
Another leprechaun.
Oh my God, those
We
two
talked
good.
about leprechaun.
That last one was tough. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
it was
would've
hard.
gotten
It was hard. And only 60 seconds, too, is pretty crazy. I probably should have given you guys a little more time to do.
No, it's fine. Hey, 2 out of 3 is
It was
pretty
fun.
impressive.
It was fun.
No, you guys killed it. And Meredith, pulling Annie Wilkes out, holy shit. That was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
I have no idea where that came from.
that was awesome.
I am
From the
not the
heart.
like horror trivia person. He is. The
not
knowledge that's
today.
in this guy's head is insane. I honestly have no idea where that came from. I'm really proud of
You guys are fucking awesome. Again, thank you so much for giving us so much of your time too, and being on.
Yeah.
And we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but again, you guys are awesome. We're so excited for more of Better Luck Than Chuck. So excited for more
Thank you.
of what you guys come up with, and Tony, what you can come out with, and like we're diehard fans. We love you guys. And JT, like always, I'll give this to you. What do you have to sign off?
I'm just proud of y'all and thank y'all, and I can't wait to meet Chuck. You know what? He gets so mistreated by every. Are you a part of the mistreating too? Since he's from your mind, how dare you? So I'm going to yell at you for a little bit
No,
too.
I told you I relate to Charlie. I relate to him. I feel bad for him.
Thank
We are
you.
actually starting a Team Chuck or Team Widow hashtag, so you guys can start voting in your comments.
Yes, I'm
Team
Team
Wick
Widow.
Or Team Chuck or Team Widow. Yeah, for
Fuck
sure.
you, Will. Team Chuck all the way. Mic drop. Pooh.
Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Love you, Chuck.